have ranked the TigerJaw S tier in pretty much every shotgun tier list I've ever done. I have praised this weapon highly. I've mentioned in the daily videos when weapon schematics were reward and missions for years. I've said it's incredible, and I have featured it in a Fun 160s video 0 times. I have made over 200 Fun 160s on my favorite weapons and loadouts over the years, and somehow the TigerJaw has just never come up. Simply speaking, it's just basic. It's a fully auto shotgun that will kill the enemies really well. So I was encouraged to record a video on this today. This is going to be a basic shotgun build. Buckshot, totally rocking out. I'm not going to explain anything here really because my shotgun loadout video, link down below, is extremely thorough and very well done. I'm liking my work on that video. I'm proud of it, okay? And Wukong is just kind of nice because the TigerJaw shoots so quickly that I don't want Rex Jonesy, and Locked and Reloaded gives you a 15% damage bonus after reloads. It's not a big deal, and he just kind of adds some extra crowd clearing. It's nice to have, and nowadays I really like Eternal Wanderer. She adds no damage to the build, but the mobility is just addicting, and I can't not use her. So that's it. That's the build. Let's hop in game. Oh, look at this beautiful crowd of enemies. So easy. And this is why the TigerJaw is kind of awesome. Classic Affliction praise coming from me. You could just sweep across the crowd of enemies, and the shells are going to hit multiple targets at once and just eliminate them nice and easy. It's really, really satisfying. Ooh, a rare glowing... Oh, 2 of them. Hey, there we go. There aren't that many legendary glowing animals, it feels like, lately.Maybe I've been unlucky, but 2 at once, I'll take it. And that should drop for my teammates as well, so anybody in game can go ahead and pick them up. I do record these on stream, by the way. Twitch link down below if you guys ever want to see these live. All right, jumping straight into the defense. I didn't do a trapping section on this one because it's pretty basic. Directional floor freeze facing the objectives so they stagger backwards when they thaw. Same thing over here. Tire trap spam just to get battle beat active a little bit. It's a pretty lazy defense. Now, all right, so TigerJaw is pretty strong. I've been saying this for years. I've marked it S tier. I'll admit, maybe low S tier is fair, but the damage is pretty incredible. In fact, look at this. Battle beat's active. You know, blaster's right there. Goes down easy. It's a very strong weapon. This is just a crit rating crit damage. This is not double crit damage. I'm not even doing optimal damage output. This is just a standard build. Reload even. Mag size might be a little better if you wanted to use Chaos Agent, but I love it. I can see how the damage can look a little bad sometimes. If you're very far away like this and you're not critting, it's not so great. The range is not spectacular, but once you get up close, it does a tremendous amount of damage. There has been some TigerJaw slander in our Discord. I don't know what started this, but out of nowhere, I don't know who or why we were talking about the TigerJaw, but people were using it and asking me why I ranked it S tier. Was that a mistake? I mean, have you used this thing recently? Did Epic nerf it? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I loaded it up in game, tried it out, and was like, yeah, looks great. I'm not even eating my wafers. It's not even getting hit by traps. It's doing really decent damage. I don't know where that came from. In fact, in my best weapons to kill mini bosses video, I recommended the TigerJaw as a weapon you could use. If you are a player who just needs to kill a mini boss, you don't have that many weapons. The TigerJaw is a pretty common base game one, and you don't have a specific loadout going, and you need to kill a ranged mini boss, the TigerJaw is a decent option. It's not your best. It was never said to be the best, but in that video, it was suggested. That does sound like a smasher. But the reality that I had never showed it in a Fun 160 is just crazy to me. Like, look at that. That's pretty good. 1 mag, 10 shots, shotgun loadout. Of course, we have the wafer, but we're running totally rocking out. You can break some metal and eat a wafer yourself. There's nothing fancy going on here. It's just the TigerJaw being awesome, and that's it. So, yeah, and that's part of why I never made a video on this weapon, because it is going to be one of those videos where I say, hey, look, remember the TigerJaw? Yeah, it's pretty strong. And that's my entire topic, you guys. I've got nothing else. There's no other agenda. But I do have a story. I just had a friend text me out of nowhere, so they yelled my name in a Snapchat message and did not elaborate, which is just one of those. I am one of those people where if you don't text me with a topic, like, I probably won't respond. But I did. I asked her what, because I don't know who black screen Snapchats your name and yells. What did she want? She wanted to know where the chicken place was that we went a while ago, and it brought back this memory I had completely forgotten. There was a week really, when I was binging The Wire TV show from 2002. It's a cop show, kind of. It's a whole thing. Anyway, pretty fun to watch if you're into that kind of thing. But I watched all of season 14 in one sitting. I was just in a mood. I was tired from YouTubing, I was tired from life, and I didn't want to do anything that day. So I woke up at like 7:30 in the morning, put on The Wire. I was like, you know what? I just want to watch the show. I don't need to like get up and shower right away. And then I watched all of season 14. We're talking a 13 13-hour binge in one day. I haven't pulled numbers like that since high school. By the way, all that damage going off at once is like Affliction and Wukong working together, and I am for it. I love that, by the way. When you leave an enemy at 1 HP and Affliction just finishes it off, that's super satisfying. That's why I always preach about how good Affliction is. Not only is the damage straight up good, but polishing off lots of enemies at once or finishing off a low health enemy without having to waste more ammo is pretty spectacular. Even fully automatic and a reload perk, I am only working with 10 shots here, so it's really great. And that was such an amazing memory. Like, it is so rare as a workaholic, as a gamer. Like, I feel like I have to be doing something. Even when I'm relaxing, I feel like I should at least be playing video games or something. I don't know. And for me to just spend the entire day watching that show was kind of awesome. Now, the way that relates to the Snapchat, by the way, supply drops just got buffed. Link to that video down below where I go over it and gush over it like I am here and talk about it in its own video. They're kind of insane now. So my teammates dropping all of these is just great. Sure, I'll go ahead and pick these up happily. Anyway, the way that relates is I was doing a lot of wire binging. Only one season got watched in a single day, 13-hour binge, but I was in the middle of that grind where I was laying in bed for most of the day with no plans. I was fresh on track to like make my daily video and nothing else. And then out of nowhere, it's like the people in my life had just decided I'm gonna be busy now. My mom texted me and said, hey, your dad and I are hungry. You wanna go get dinner? And I'm like, yeah, I do. At the same time as this friend on Snapchat had messaged me on that day and said, hey, what you doing? And I'm like, going to dinner, apparently. Want to come? Because she's really comfortable with my family. So it's like no big deal. And, you know, don't get caught up by this. This is not like a romantic part. This is just a friend of mine. And I'm like, all right, you want to go to dinner with my mom and dad? Trap vulnerable. Boo. Boo, I'm trying to use a TigerJaw here. This is a little showcase to anybody who's ever trying to deal with a trap vulnerable mini boss. I no longer recommend the broadside spam. This right here is not what you want to do. Typically in a situation like this, you want to move the mini boss to a location where you can deal with them easily. And that is kind of what's happening now. If we can move them onto a stable surface, a wall dart, off to the side is really great because these two wall darts will still be useful even when the mini boss is gone. Boxing it in exactly like this is precisely what I beg people not to do, because what you're going to be doing is putting down walls in front of your defense, trapping in a mini boss in a way that it will die, but it'll be useless. Like here, this wall is just completely blocking off enemies from walking into your tunnel normally. This is a very strange location. I'm not surprised that my team was a little confused. I mean, it's a weird scenario. I gotta figure it out, but yeah. And of course, I'm recording this on stream. I'll thank all the subscriptions and everything after, but part of my story was the amusement that, like, this was in the span of about 30 seconds. So she called me on my phone, what you doing? And then like 30 seconds later, I think I said it out of order. My mom was like, hey, you want to go to dinner? And I'm like, okay, let's combine these, these things. And so I went from watching TV doing nothing to going off to dinner with my mom, dad, and family friend in like the span of, you know, a 5-minute conversation. It didn't happen that quick, of course. You know, gotta get ready and get over here. But yeah, about 30 minutes later, I'm out of bed for the first time. And yeah, anyway, I don't really have a cap to that story, but it's just kind of funny the way that life can work out. If you just say yes, it's like, hey, you want to go to dinner? Yeah. Hey, what you doing? Going to dinner. Want to come? And then suddenly, fast forward an hour and a half, I'm sitting in a restaurant. It's like, wow. I had no plans today. This is not where I planned on ending up. Now, at no point in this entire recording have I actually popped the war cry, so let's do that now. A little late on the... Oh, it's so satisfying. I love the speed that it fires. Damage is a little low there, pretty bad on the crits, but it honestly is fine. When I say this weapon is S tier, I'll concede that it's probably low S tier. We've all seen the ground pounder, the huskbuster, the pop shot. These things, you know, link to those videos down below, are incredible. And yes, I've seen the black drum. I've showcased a basic loadout with Buckshot Raptor, and my preferred loadout is with Flash AC. I was running that in the game before recording this one, and at least at the time of recording, it is doing what it does. The black drum is kind of nuts. We don't know if it's gonna stay like that. Epic has not spoken on that. We don't know if it's a glitch. We don't know if it's doing that amount of damage normally, but it's sitting down mini bosses. I'll pause my shooting just to show you. Yeah, 3 shots right there. Easy. This thing's a monster. But yeah, this has been a video of fun pop-up dinners with family and friends, and a lot of supply crates being amazing while I gush about the TigerJaw. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is not a sponsored video, just recommended from Stream Chat. So if you ever want to influence what videos I might record that day, Twitch link down below. See you guys in the next one. Subscribe, like the video. Use code Mista at your checkout if you guys want to support me, and have a good rest of your day. Go do a pop-up chicken dinner. I highly recommend it. What a great video.